trembling in my walls, feeling woozy in my brain. She said right there next to me, while just drinking that drink, some relief. She's a slow sipper, she's taking it slow. It's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper, she's taking it slow. It's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. To make another mob, to change another God, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb. The big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerged over the odds. The victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder. If it's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter. I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testified to lyrical. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe, Winnister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded charges, don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection. They be like black, well who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still you hooroo. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize a militia and troop to you. No telling what I got in the system to you. If it's too brutal, look the other way like I'm robbing you. But surrender all your valuables as if I'm you as I slide. The hassle to the side like a tassel, the facade of the place I reside. It's like a castle, I'm the honorable. Pensée noir, my nom de gar, I'm the czar. The Peking to Paris is my kind of car. I'm the R, I'm the L, I'm the Kane. All correlated, unadulterated power, the king. Been coronated, wake up, no masquerade. Remove the makeup. It's no sleep and my eyes refuse to stay shut. It's gatekeepers responsible for this place. But historically the authorities been morally bankrupt. Into the execution of speaking of retribution. I was in the Lucifer even to catch the future. Me and the best producers out again, on route again. Airborne audio spores, allergens. So in conclusion, I want to clear the confusion. Any rumors the artist you're currently hearing is human. The shapeshifter, weightlifter. Wait a minute, let me sit down, yo.
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready for baseball. Today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one almost got him.
No strikes.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here goes the runner in the dirt.
0-1.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the pitch. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Schwarber up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Schwarber, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez collects, fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So runners at the corners, nobody out. So here is Bryce Harper. In the dirt. Turner into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out, so this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Ball to strike. That one to first, and it's just foul. That was close. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Golden opportunity right here. In there for strike one.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. 1 down, runners at second and third. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Late on that fastball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Bases loaded. 1 away. Oh, right to the backstop. But no advance from the runners. That misses, and now 3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. So now 3-2. Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And the slider just misses. And a count 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Tough start for him so far, already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Into the corner, but foul. On the ground, Acuna. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. 2 outs, bases. Full. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving.
This opportunity is
back here at Citi Field, and on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him, Chris?
Great sinker, although it's not as primary pitch. It's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kepler sizing this one up. 1 away. Here's Juan Soto. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A solo shot, and we're level. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working, powers that fastball out of here.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And that is out of play. Next offering is down low.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And the polar bear strikes out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. This is Bryson Stott. Senga back to work. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Stott in his fourth year in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019. Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Just missed. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Taylor hauls it in, 2 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Comes up empty.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom. Bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. That misses. 1-0. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Real Muto makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Jesse Winker.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Turner with the throw to first, and Winker is set. Down. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Headed towards the corner. Castellanos on his horse. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Back here in Queens. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Senga winds and deals.
Ball, that's out.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that is a foul ball. The 2-2. In the air, right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it, hauls it in for the out. Here comes Bryce Harper. Ball one to Bryce. And a swing and a miss there. One out, base is empty. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out, runner at second. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Walked his first time.
1-0.
Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Man at second. This one popped up. Alonso settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. And here comes Alec Bohm. Went down on strikes his first time through. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Brian Stanek.
The daily pressure of a poor black life. The hood is full of baby mamas, joblessness, and the lax wives. High. We still try to smile at home. Gentrification pushed you out and you all alone. You got a purpose cause your life is not in vain. I'm the one that will guide you through all of the pain. Learn while the pressure burn. I made my own chairs in the trendsetter. Yeah, I know I've been through it. I know I've been doing music sometime. I know I'm into it. Gotta survive, so I reach for the sky. God, till we're reaching the sky. I recall to come up. I was on the field with the runners. Was on the winning team, we was getting cream, skimming on the surface with the fancy schemes, kill the scene. It all did a number. I'm a winner, boy, better run up. Was swimming in my dreams, I was gaining steam, rekindling the hype, just doing my thing. I was in the slumber, shooting all my shots with the jumper. My crew abandoned me like I was tumbleweed. I'm out with the old and in with the new breed. Right till we reaching the sky.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And he deals. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Pitch in the dirt. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Fought off foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. That's outside. Ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Hit in the air, center field. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Max Kepler. And there's a foul ball. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Kepler on at first, nobody out. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Taylor makes the grab, and there's one away. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Soto makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Popped up. Lindor under it. And makes the grab. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. To the bottom. And we're back. And now it's Juan Soto. And that one popped in the air, left field. He's got it. 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Vientos now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. There's a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Ball 1 there. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Misses outside, and it's 2-2. That one out to right. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Man at first with 1 gone. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the line, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only. One away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off. He was late
at the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That one is absolutely belted back there. See you later. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they tack on 3. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay. 1-0
And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Way high.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kepler on the move to the alley. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just off the outside part of the plate.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that's the 3rd out. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now back here in Queens. We go to the top of the 5th. Here comes Schwarbs to the plate. Now one miss. Schwarber, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Swings through that one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball.
That one ripped onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo going back on this one. Up against the wall and brings it in. 2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 2. Inside, just missed.
Nope, that's inside.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
3-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. Out towards right center field. Taylor ranging after it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. Wheeler back to work. And a curve is down and in. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Ross getting ready to go. Banks also getting ready. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
I don't know how he's
out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Joe Ross.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Acuna now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Chases that one out of the zone. And there's one down.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Lindor swings through that one. Fouled off left side. Alvarez, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Marsh snags it for the second out. Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. Look out. Two outs. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the sixth inning. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Late swing fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
High in the air, out to right. Soto gets under it. He's got it. One up, one down. And now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Stanek out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Reed Garrett.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here comes the 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Puts it away for the out.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Kepler stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 1.
This is my house, I'ma show you what I'm about, cause ain't no doubt that I'ma rise now. Like a rocket, no way you can stop it, so you should just lie down and waste.
Back here at Citi Field. Well, we go bottom 6, and here is Mark Vientos. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul ball. And downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Late with the swing there. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And a foul ball. Vientos aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singing.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
That one misses. Ball 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Marsh makes the grab for the second out.
Now back, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
So man aboard, and now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That is the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. That's in for a strike. There's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
The 0-2. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Right side. Acuna throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The batter number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. That one's in there. Strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short, Lindor. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
1 down. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Next one misses, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and now 2 gone.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. And foul ball. That takes low for ball 1. Inside, almost got him. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Ruiz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Swings and misses. That's strike one. That's a little bit low. Just missed.
That's a ball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Alvarado. The southpaw is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Banks getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
To short, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Over to first, safe.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. In the air, left field, Kepler. Couple of steps in. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. That to right. And that's a fair ball.
now
batting, the first baseman.
So a man at first. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. 1 for 3. Fastball is outside. Vientos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pop foul out of play off to the right. So now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 8-1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
1 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now here is Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now at the plate, Nick Castellanos. First pitch just misses. And there's a ball. Headed towards the corner. Takes it in for the out. Alec Bohm. will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they slice into the lead. It's 8-3.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Here comes the skipper. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Daniel Nunez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Kepler in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a strike in there. And that's downstairs. And a count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now 8-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Alvarado.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Nimmo stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is outside. In the air, left side. And there's one down. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. Alvarado measures 6 feet 2 inches, 245 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one is inside, ball 1. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Taylor at the plate and takes high there. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Outside low, ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. Hit in the air out to center field. Marsh moves under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Queens, we go to the ninth. Now, JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a miss, strike one.
And I think that's skill.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. That misses off the outside edge. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Dives, and he can't hang on. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone. So they're down to their final out. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
And it's even up. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
intertwined with a place to go, and so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come escape with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, yeah. Before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no. And it wasn't like they wouldn't.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un boss con la semia rima.